Chi-Town experience on the flight. Let me go tune in to Keek on the mic. He gon' make sure we get our news and highlights. When you get on YouTube, you better hit the likes.
The Chicago Bears have found a hidden gem that can lead to some huge changes on their roster. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, make sure you also do me a huge favor by also hitting the like button on today's episode of Keek on the Mic. Bears fans, before I go any further, I want to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by BetUS. As you guys all know, that Keek on the Mic and BetUS will be partnering all season long, betting on the Chicago Bears all season long as well. And using BetUS has, been a benefit for me, as Chicago Bears are now on a 2-game winning streak, looking to make it 3 this Sunday against the Jacksonville Jaguars. As always, you guys can head over to betus.com and use promo code YouTube150 for a 150% deposit bonus up to $2,000. Once again, I absolutely love BetUS, and I believe that you guys will too. So once again, go to betus.com, use promo code YouTube150 to bet on the Chicago Bears all season long. All right, Bears fans, so we have to go ahead and talk about the performance of the offensive line. And there's, a hidden gem that has really emerged on this offensive line that the Chicago Bears should be really excited about. Obviously, the Chicago Bears are celebrating a huge victory after their dominant win over the Carolina Panthers on Sunday. They are now 3-0 at home and have an impressive 8-game winning streak at home at Soldier Field, the longest active streak in the NFL. So obviously, kudos to Matt Eberflus and the Chicago Bears coaching staff, preaching the importance of winning games at home, winning games at Soldier Field, and just protecting that home field. So obviously, when you look at the Chicago Bears during that win streak at home and during the last couple of weeks of the NFL season, they have shown a lot of growth on offense, on defense, on special teams as a entirety of a team for the Chicago Bears. But their offensive line has also been better over the last couple of weeks as well. In the latest game against the Carolina Panthers, in dominating fashion, the offensive line only allowed just 1 pressure, which resulted in a sack by second-year player Darnell Wright. But other than that, the offensive line played almost flawlessly for the Chicago Bears offense, obviously giving Caleb Williams time. And I know a lot of people will say, well, Keek, they did play the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers have been decimated by injuries. So it was kind of like an easy opponent for the offensive line to go through. But once again, like we've talked about for so many weeks right here on the podcast, the Chicago Bears offensive line hasn't been good either. So obviously there could have been opportunities for the Carolina Panthers to really get after this struggling Chicago Bears offensive line. But that wasn't the case. The Chicago Bears offensive line looked really good up front. Creating running lanes, not only for Roschon Johnson, but DeAndre Swift as well, giving Caleb Williams time, picking up the blitzes. Obviously, you saw Coleman Shelton in a hot mic take where Caleb Williams was like, hey, 32, try to change the play. And he's like, hey, there's effing fire, man, just calling out, the blitz. That's huge progression for a guy like Coleman Shelton. But overall, the offensive line looked really good. But once again, there's a hidden gem on this offensive line that the Chicago Bears should be really excited about. And this could obviously maybe lead into a huge roster change that can maybe make the Chicago Bears offensive line just a little bit better. And that is undrafted free agent guard Bill Murray. He is now in his 4th NFL season after spending 3 years in New England. He looked really good. Obviously, Teven Jenkins once again got hurt. He left Sunday's game against the Carolina Panthers with an ankle injury. And Bill Murray stepped in and delivered an outstanding performance in 37 snaps. He received high grades from PFF. His overall grade during Sunday's win against the Carolina Panthers was an 83.9. His pass block grade was an 85.7. And his run block grade was a 79.2. And he also allowed no hurries, sacks, hits, or pressures, and he didn't suffer any penalties during his time on the Chicago Bears offensive line. Once again, I do want to say that Teven Jenkins has struggled staying healthy, but I do want to make it a clear point that Teven Jenkins was also having one of his best games on Sunday before his injury against the Carolina Panthers. But it is really nice that Bill Murray's seamless transition into the game and strong performance highlights. It's huge for the Chicago Bears. Also shows the Chicago Bears coaches have done a really good job of developing a guy like Bill Murray. Obviously, a guy like Matt Pryor has stepped in and been really good for the Bears offensive line as well. But it's good that the Chicago Bears coaching staff has done a good job of developing a guy like Bill Murray. When you look at Murray, he's 27 years old, stands at 6'4". Once again, he's an undrafted free agent who spent 3 years with New England Patriots, but he came in and played really well. So now we know if Teven Jenkins, goes down, or if Matt Pryor goes down, a guy like Bill Murray can come in and be successful within this offense. Once again, I know people can say, well, Bill Murray came in and played the Carolina Panthers. Once again, they are decimated by injuries. There's really no pass rush. Let's wait until he plays a tougher defensive line, which, yes, we can definitely say that. But I think it's good to point out the positives that Bill Murray, still staying at 27 years old, still can be developed into a high-level player in the NFL. I think it's good to have depth pieces, but maybe if Teven Jenkins continues to get hurt, maybe Teven Jenkins is out for a long period of time because he can never stay healthy. At least we know we have a young guard in Bill Murray that can step in and be a huge piece to this Bears offensive line. I do want to point out that Bill Murray also had a really solid preseason for the Chicago Bears. He was definitely a standout during preseason. Matt Eberflus was very pleased by Murray and Matt Pryor. And now Matt Pryor and Bill Murray have been huge parts and have played really well when they have gotten the opportunity for the Chicago Bears offensive line. I do want to make a point as well that there is some good news in regard to Teven Jenkins. Bears head coach Matt Eberflus confirmed Monday morning that Teven Jenkins will travel with the team to London as they assess his ankle injury, which is a positive sign for Teven Jenkins. As much as I love Teven Jenkins, he just continues to be unavailable when he's on the field. Once again, he's an all-pro guard, but suffering that ankle injury, it's tough. It's tough because when he's in there, he helps the offensive line, but his inability to stay healthy has been an Achilles heel for Teven Jenkins his whole career. But if he's unable to go in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars this weekend, at least we know we can be confident, and the Bears coaches can be confident that Bill Murray can fill that position and play at a high level until Jenkins fully recovers. I want to show you guys one play from Bill Murray up against the Carolina Panthers that I absolutely loved. And once again, you'll see in this clip that I'm about to show you is that Bill Murray just finding work. You love to see the aggressiveness. Even after he makes his one block, he's continuing to find someone else to lay out. He actually ends up helping, I believe, Braxton Jones here, laying this guy out. I love to see the aggressiveness. He looked really good in pass protection. He looked really good in run support as well. Bill Murray, to me, has the potential to be a very good player. And if Teven Jenkins continues to get hurt, there may be some massive changes where Bill Murray may be the permanent starter at left guard. Once again, I do want to take it with a grain of salt. I understand that he was playing the Carolina Panthers, but all in all, Bill Murray had a very good day for the Chicago Bears offensive line. So Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. How did you guys feel about Bill Murray's play when he filled in for Teven Jenkins in Sunday's win against the Carolina Panthers? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. And make sure you also head over to betus.com and use promo code YouTube150 for a 150% deposit bonus up to $2,000 to bet on the Chicago Bears all season long. But other than that, we'll be back for an all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.